guys, welcome back to Stampaholics Anonymous. Guess what? I'm back from vacation and all of this feels so foreign to me. I think that I have completely forgotten how to do nail video and nail stuff in general. As you can see, my poor little nails are really short right now, short for me at least. They've grown a bit. I did cut them down before vacation, but then while I was on vacation I had several little accidents having to do, you know, with hiking in the highlands, and at one point I had to cut off, like, I broke off part of this nail and we were in the middle of nowhere and I ended up cutting off the rest of the nail with a, you know, like a hunting knife my husband had with him. So that was lovely. So anyways, my nails took a beating in the highlands. That's why they are so short, but that's not gonna, woo, sun, look at that. It's sunny. That's not gonna, you know, hinder me at talking to you guys. And if my voice sounds a little strange, that's because I came home sick. Yes, I had a major tonsil infection. I felt like somebody hit me with a, you know, a bag of bricks for, I don't know, 3 days, but I'm getting better now. So that's why I'm filming today, because I feel that I have to get back into the swing of things. So today I have a little haul swatches for you, and maybe, just maybe, can you see, I actually managed to get a little bit of a tan. You can see here, this is tan, this is not. Can you see that? Can you see it? Probably can't see it. Anywho, I have a little haul because I actually managed to buy nail polish while I was on vacation, and buy nail polish that I usually can't officially get in Germany because it's a UK brand, a UK based indie brand. Last time my friend Sally helped me with that, and this time I I was, you know, I was crazy enough to order it to one of our B&Bs, and it finally got to me. It was a little mail drama, but anyway, I got it. So now I have my hands on the 8 new polishes from Òmorfi. I know you told me that I pronounced it right one time, but I forgot which time that was. So sorry. Yeah, and I got this new range of her chameleon polishes, and as I say new, she's already come up with new stuff, and I'm still, you know, I'm debating how to get those. Anywho, this is a range of 4 polishes that are chameleon shifty polishes, and then I also got 2 hollows from her. And I also bought this topper called Kaitlin, that is like the sister polish to the Keiko polish that I already got. And then of course she gave me a free little gift, and this one is called Lola. We're going to be swatching all of them. I'm probably going to do only like 2 nails per color, so this is a little bit quicker. And you can get a good look at all of them, and I can ease myself back into swatching and using nail polish and all that jazz. I did polish my nails a couple of times whilst on vacation, but I know I gave up at some point, because we really did a lot of hiking. That was kind of exhausting, and then we also did a lot of, like, you know, like driving around, road tripping, and when you arrive at your B&B, all you want to do is go to the pub and eat and have a pint, and then a dram after that. So I didn't do a lot of nail art while I was on vacation. So let's look at the chameleon polishes first. And first up is this little beauty. It's called Ares, which is the god of war, I do believe, in Greek mythology. By the way, Òmorfi, the girl who makes this, she's Greek. She lives in London. We've talked a lot on Instagram lately. So yeah, that's why some of her polishes, I do think, have a like Greek or Greek sounding name, and also the brand name is a Greek term. I am going to put that on screen if I figure out how or remember how to do that. Anyway, this one is called Ares, and it shifts from a copper to a pink. Very nice. I don't have many shifting polishes with this color combo, so I'm glad that I have it. Like I mentioned, I'm still sick. I also might try out these over a black base, so maybe I'm gonna do like 4 nails per color anyway, just, you know, try it out on its own and then put it over a black base. for the chameleons. Oh jeez. Next up in the chameleon range is Hypnos, and this one is a gorgeous shifty polish from blue, purple, teal, all of that is in there, and you can see that it has like very fine micro glitters in there also, and a hint of green as I look at it now, and in like the corners of the bottle, maybe. Good, good. And then next up we have Artemis, which is the goddess of, oh please remember, brain work. Artemis, I think she's just the goddess of love or something. I'm gonna Google it and put it on screen so you can be enlightened. Anyhow, she's kind of similar to Hypnos, but there's a lot more of that flaky glitter stuff going on in here, and it's a darker green, purple, blue shift that's in here. I don't know if you can see the green on camera, but it's there. And we got, as you can see, a lot of sunlight today, so I might go out. I don't know. I don't feel like going outside and taking a picture in the sunlight, but I might. And the last of these four chameleon polishes is Janos, and Janos is a two-faced god. What is he? I don't know. It's a very interesting story, and I stuck my head into a Janos hat while I was in Rome. I remember that distinctly. But anywho, this is Janos, and I think it's a topper, and I'm very interested to find out what the shift actually is, because in the bottle it just goes from like this ivory color to a pinky kind of shade, and this was, I'm definitely gonna put this like over black to see its full effect. Jeez. Then I got two holos, and these are like chock full of holo. One is called Morphe, and the other one is called Sky, and I actually bought that one for the name, you know, because I was in Scotland and there's the Isle of Skye in Scotland, so I thought that was pretty fitting. This is like a blue one with a bunch of blue holographics in there, and I haven't really looked at the formula yet. But yeah, it might be possible to get this one opaque in like 2 or 3 coats on its own without having to sponge. And then the other one I got, Morphe, is a green. Kind of the same idea, chock full of this green holo glitter. Good. Then on to the other topper. This is Kaitlin. Let me fetch Keiko to compare them. Ouch. Oh, God. Okay, this is Keiko in comparison, and as you can see, they are kind of similar, but I just guessed that the shift, yeah, you can see it here in the bottle. The Keiko one has a more like green to pink shift, and I think Kaitlin does a more of purple bluish kind of shifty thing, you know? And I'm definitely gonna put that like over a black, or maybe even over this color to, you know, to show you the shifting effect. Oh jeez. And then last but not least, we have this little gift. It's called Lola, and it's a very, very beautiful purple, more like a blurple, and I think it has very, very fine micro glitters in there also. It's kind of a metallic finish, but not really. I've swatched it like on my nail mat before, so I know that. Anywho, let's get into the swatches so I don't have to talk to you anymore because my voice is going.
For some unknown reason, I started with the holos, which wasn't the smartest idea because I had those little holo glitters everywhere. Anywho, and I decided to do 4 nails because, you know, I forgot that I actually wanted to do 2 nails to the polish. It actually has a quite nice formula. Of course, it's going to be a little sheer on the first coat, and for some reason with both of these holos, I did a very bad job with my pinky. But all in all, I really enjoyed how this one like built up in the second coat. Not so much on the pinky, as you can see here, but on the other nails, it worked out pretty well for me. And in the swatch pictures, I'm going to show you the polishes with a glossy tackle. Next up is the green holo, which is called Morphe. It has the same formula as the blue one. If anything, if I could see like any difference between the two, I would say that the base in this one is a little more tinted, which, you know, even made it even easier to get it opaque. And I did 2 coats and then a glossy tackle, and that's what you're gonna see in the swatch pictures. Next in line is Lola, this gorgeous blurple metallic with a pink and light blue shimmer running throughout it. Very good formula, and as you're going to see here, it's a 1 coater. I wasn't really expecting that, so that was a very happy surprise for me. I could get it opaque in 1 coat, and it dried pretty well, and I didn't even use a glossy taco. It just stayed as shiny as this. Now we're into the chameleon polishes. First up is Hypnos, which is like shifting between blue and teal and all those good things. It was kind of hard for me. Maybe it's because I haven't done this in a while. It was kind of hard for me to capture the shift on camera, so sorry for that. On this polish, I don't have like a macro shot showing you the shiftiness, but you saw it there in the bottle. Formula is really, really good, easy to work with. I used 2 coats to get it fully opaque. Maybe if you are prone to doing thicker coats, you could get away with just 1 coat, but I did 2. On to the next shifting goddess. This one is Artemis, and this one, in addition to being a shifting polish, like a chameleon polish, also has these like flakies in there, and that just gives it this little extra something. I don't know. I really, really love this polish. It applies just as easily as the Hypnos did. 2 easy coats and you're done, and you don't even really need a glossy tackle. Of course, if you want to wear this for a while, you might want to add a top coat, but I didn't, and you can see in the swatch pictures how shiny it is on its own. The next chameleon polish is Iris, and I'm going to show you it on its own and then over a black polish. It did build up nice on its own. Maybe if you have longer nails, you're going to see a bit of visible nail line. But my nails are really short, so I didn't have an issue with that. And I just love how these shifting like toppers transform a black polish. It's always so, you never know what you're going to get. Kind of that kind of a deal. I didn't add a second coat on the black polish, but to get it like sort of opaque, okayish opaque on its own, I did 2 coats and the result was pretty nice. On to the last of the chameleon polishes that came out like in a little collection. This one is Janos, you know, the two-faced god, you know, it's kind of fitting for a shifting polish, I think. And I just did this one over black because I'm not sure. Maybe you could get this opaque like on its own. I'm going to try that sometime, maybe put like a picture on Instagram. But the formula, again, like with the darker shifting polishes, was really, really great. It's so easy to work with these. And I did end up putting on a second coat before I took my swatch pictures. Last up is this topper, which is called Kaitlin, or Kaitlin, I don't know how that's pronounced. I'm going to compare it again to the Keiko, the other topper. Only difference is like the colors between which these polishes shift. That's the only difference that I could see, and I'm showing you this one over a black base. Apparently, you can probably put this over like you know, any kind of polish you want and transform it into something completely different. I actually did 2 coats to kind of, you know, deepen the effect, and that's what I'm going to show you in the swatch pic.
Guys, that were my not quick swatches because it took me like an eternity to do these. I'm so out of practice. So these were my swatches for the 4 chameleon polishes from Òmorfi and the 2 holos, and then the nice little free gift she gave me. My favorites, I must say, are these or is this green holographic, the Morphe. I really liked how that green, you know, the specific tone of green on my nails, and I'm glad to say that all of these holos were like 2 coaters. I could get them like fairly opaque in 2 coats, or opaque enough for me because there's so much going on with this polish that you can't really make out any nail lines, so that was fine by me. And then also I really love Artemis. I just think that the shift in this one is more apparent, and then these micro flakies in there just give it that extra oomph, you know, some oomph in there. I really like that. And then I also like Lola. When I put it on my nails, I realized that there's like a subtle pink and blue shimmer, shifty, whatever running throughout it, and that looks really neat on the nails. It is a little brush strokey because it is a metallic finish, but not too bad. So I really like that one too. And then, you know, the 2 toppers, the Kaitlin, and I do think that you could get Janos fairly opaque on its own. If you tried like 3 thin coats, I think you could get it opaque. I tried it over the black and I tried it on its own. Yeah, but I think you could get it opaque to some level, and then also Aris got opaque too, so that was good. Anywho, that concludes my first after vacation video, and like I said, it took me an eternity to make this, so I don't even want to think about how long it's gonna take me to edit this. Yeah, so that's it for today, you guys. If you like this video, leave it a thumbs up. Let me know if you've tried this brand before, if you are in the UK, and what you thought of these polishes. Subscribe if you haven't already. I put out videos from here on out every other day. I'm not gonna do every day anymore because I just don't have the time for it. I'm sorry. So videos every other day. you know, I do reviews like this, I do swatches, I do a lot of stamping stuff, I do tutorials, and there are a lot of fun things and swatches coming up in the very near future for you guys. So thanks again for watching, you guys, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!